Mm, exactly, guys. This is how I feel after the Arsenal versus Brighton game. Like I feel so relieved, and I mean this. I said yesterday in the video before the game that we'll see after the game. So this is my post-match reaction from the game between Arsenal and Brighton. Let's start from the lineup that was put out yesterday. Initially, when the lineup came out, we expected to see Calafiori at the left back, but unfortunately, he was injured during the training, so he was replaced with Skelly, and Declan Rice also. We're expecting Timber to actually start, but then Declan Rice was pushed to the right back. So if you look at Arsenal squad this season, there's a whole lot of shifting rotation going everywhere, and I just hope we get to the point where this squad is actually balanced. That's the point where I'm looking forward to, where we don't have to move players around drastically. Yes, I know that some players we are trying to manage them, while some are we are trying to ease them again into the team, haven't recovered from injury. But again, I hope we get to the point where we don't have to over rotate these guys anymore. So next thing on the next thing the talk one of the talking point from the game that we played yesterday, Arsenal versus still on Arsenal versus Brighton. In my pre-match analysis, I talked about the impact of Trossard. Because Trossard loves to play against Brighton, and his impact would actually really help us. And yesterday, you could tell that Trossard was contributing all the time, and we are beginning to see the intent of Trossard trying to find ways to get to Gyökeres. I think Trossard, as a left winger, is more interested in 1v1 and also looking for Trossard, and it was so instrumental yesterday. We didn't. There was no need for us to be worried on that left wing. And again, like I said in my pre-match analysis, we just need to keep Trossard fit. Then again, Gyökeres. Whilst people are worried about Gyökeres, I won't be worried actually. I would just want a situation whereby Gyökeres positions himself more inside the box 18. And again, I won't be overly worried about players not passing to him. But as time goes on, I want to believe that the team will play to his strength, and he also will need to also find a way to, adapt to the players. Then again, Martinelli coming off the bench. I said it in my pre-match analysis yesterday that Martinelli is better off when he comes in as a substitute, and when he came in yesterday, it was so fantastic. It was overly fantastic. From the crosses to the runs that he made when Saka laid the pass, it was just so fantastic. But again, what was missing up front was our killer instinct. We were unable to we were unable to finish off the game as soon as possible. We had quite some number of decent chances that we were supposed to take, but we didn't take them. That is one key area that we need to improve in. Then again, Odegaard. Oh, I mean, looking at Odegaard today, it reminds me of the Odegaard that we all knew. We all knew some months ago. Those kind of shots that he was taking, that is actually Odegaard's zone, and that those kind of shots were the shots he was taking there now, he was converting them to goals. And I think he had like two or three chances where he was able to shoot yesterday. I just want him to keep up that intensity, to always release the ball when it's needed. Then also that box 18, he needs to own that box 18. Like he needs to find himself there where he's able to shoot again. Then I think Odegaard needs some work to do actually, because if you notice, I don't know if I should say Odegaard prefers to play with Saka, because once the ball is with Odegaard, he's always looking for a way to. Most times, he's always looking for how to locate Saka. There are other players on the pitch, And as a solid and as a good midfielder, you should be able to distribute balls on both sides of the pitch. So I think if Odegaard can also work on his distribution, not necessarily looking for Saka all the time. Yes, you know that Saka is a star boy in the team, but there are also there's a way you can create distraction so that Saka's wing is not overly loaded all the time. Then again, Declan Rice solid, solid. Declan Rice he has proven on several occasions that he's actually the engine. He's so athletic, he's so flexible, he's an engine room. You know, we were not expecting Declan Rice to play right back yesterday, but he came in and he did awesome. Like he did so well. And I want Adeta to also try because we have Nogard. Yes, I know there are games that Declan Rice would actually need to play, but there are games that he does not need to play. And I mean, we have players that are capable that can play in that position. So I hope we get to the point where we can have time to give Declan Rice some much needed rest. Then again, the return of Gabby. You know, I said it that I was so joyful when Ateta broke the news that Gabby is going to be back. I mean, when he came on yesterday, everybody. I'm very sure that all Arsenal fans across the world they were overly excited. The same way I was excited. So his return is actually a big boost for Arsenal Football Club. Then Raya, what a fantastic save! So there's actually a reason why Raya has been the best goalkeeper in the last 2 seasons. That save is actually a world class save. If not for that save, probably would have drew that match or maybe lost the game because towards the ending of the game, Brighton actually increased their intensity. They were so intense, and we had to scrabble out a win. And yes, a win is a win. 3 points is 3 points, but we shouldn't put ourselves in that position where we are too pressured. We were pressured towards the end of the game yesterday, and I know that Teta and his backroom staff they're actually looking at this and it's something that they want to work on. Then again, the players that were rested, yes, Noni was rested. At some point yesterday, I thought no, Noni will actually come in to replace Saka, but then again, he was unable to come in. Eze had much needed rest. Calafiori was rested. Timber was rested. These are the players that we want to see in our next game against Aston Villa because it's actually a crucial game, and hopefully Kai Havertz will also be back in the fold. Again, 3 points, top of the league, fantastic save by Raya. That is what we need, and that's what we need to keep going. Win our game one at a time. Come on, you Gunners.